This is South Carolina probate code. So the trust code, South Carolina trust code, right there. Make sure y'all can see that. Y'all should be able to see that. All right, now I'm not going to read all of this because we'll be here forever. Let's go down here. Here it says role of the court administration of trust. Mostly it talks about, but when you read this code, most of it is talking about irrevocable trust. I mean, revocable trust. Irrevocable is hardly ever mentioned in here. Uh, Actually, I didn't even see it reading it. But I just wanted you to see something, why it's important for everyone to be a national. Section 627-403, trust created in other jurisdictions. A trust not created by will is validly created if its creation complies with the law of the jurisdiction in which the trust instrument was executed, or the law of the jurisdiction in which, at the time of creation, the seller was domiciled, had a place of abode, or was a national. Did you see it left national by itself? So it's saying that when a national creates a trust, it is valid across all jurisdictions. Because it said here, the settler was domiciled, so if it's domiciled in that jurisdiction, it's valid. Had a place of abode in that jurisdiction, it's valid. But it said, or was a national. Now you see why it's important? to get your nationality created, and that everybody involved should all be nationals? Because no matter where you go, they would have to honor your trust.
This is Hindsight Radio. I represent it. The information station changing the nation.
Stay right there. Stay right there. You're listening to Hindsight Radio.
Peace, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Hindsight Radio, the information station changing the nation. As you can see, I am not at my office. I'm at home in my bedroom. I didn't feel like going to the office, so I brought the studio to the house. I haven't, before I used to do everything at the house. Then it got a little noisy around here, so I went and got me an office. Pretty soon, we are relocating to another place, and I'll have an office where I don't have to go and rent an office every month. So, man, excited. We have a seminar coming up April the 23rd, 2022 in New Orleans. Where's that flyer at? Let me share that flyer. Here it is. It's Saturday, April 23rd, 2022. Status correction, religious passport, religious trust, religious exemption, religious unincorporated association. It's a $250 donation online or at the door. But I decided to do something special for non-members who are not part of the premium membership. My premium members already get a big discount. So what I did was I I said, let me do something for the people who still support but are not premium members for whatever reason. So that coupon code is, let's see. It is simple, non-members. That's the coupon code. It's in the chat. Okay. Putting it in the chat. That's the code you can use to go to the seminar and get 20% off. 20% off. It's only a limited amount of coupons and it expires on the 22nd of March. So get it in, order it. Order that seminar. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a big one. So I hope to see you there to support. So someone says they just left Nola just because of a cousin passing away. Sorry to hear that. It makes some more. Looking forward to seeing you there on the 23rd. Who's out there? As a matter of fact, let me turn my camera back on. Let me stop that. There you go. Y'all see my guitar back there. That's the guitar I play and practice on. So let's see who's in the chat here. Oh, Karini, happy Tuesday. Of course, Hindsight Radio, peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to all. That's what I always say. Rico. Some more disciple ministry, shipment, ministry. That's all I got. Oh, Sea King Beg. Can't forget you, brother. Peace. A little light on the listenership. I had more on Saturday. I was in there when I was going in on doing those processes and you being foreclosed on. I was talking about that Saturday. You should go check that video out. I think it was pretty good. Because I also gave y'all a little pep talk about your goals and your dreams and not letting them get away from you. All right. So we have the seminar in April. What else we got going on? There's a lot of new beginnings going on. Like we got a new place on the, what is this? This is the springs. What do they call this? This is the actual new year coming up this month on the 20th. What is the what is it called? Like my memory is not working. Is it the spring equinox? Yeah, it's March. The spring equinox is March the 20th, which is crazy because I didn't plan it this way. We gotta, I have to move to Chapel Hill. I'm moving to Chapel Hill, and we secured a place, and we actually take ownership of it on the 20th. I didn't plan it that way. Then another thing transpired. I'm not going to go into all of those details. And all these new and exciting things are taking off for the new year. The real new year, where things come to life. So, man, I just put all of that together. And something also great, someone near dear to my heart got a favorable response about their student loans. I won't say exactly who it is because the last time I did a show about my student loans and I showed y'all what it said, they went and manipulated my report. Now it's back to normal. It went back to saying what it was saying before a while. It was saying something different than what I showed on the video. So I just that's why I'm not putting it out there who it is. But I'm going to read exactly what it says. Credit dispute response. Then I'm going to tell you, I did something different with this, because this person is very special. I did something a little different. I wanted to try something. try a different method with the student loans, and I did something a little different. And this is the first time I've ever seen this response, and I'm going to read it. It says credit dispute response, and it's coming from the Fed Loan Servicing, the people that service these loans. And it has the account number on it. And it says, why we are contacting you. We reviewed and investigated your credit dispute. Our investigation included review of all relevant account history and documentation, including any information you provided to us. Based on this review, we sent corrected information to the Consumer Report Agency, to which the information was previously reported for the loans listed on the back of this letter. The following is a summary of the modifications. Credit reporting has been deleted because we were unable to confirm the accuracy of the trade line. However, please note this is not a determination as to the validity of the loan. You should receive a separate communication for initiating an identity theft investigation. What this means to you: it may take approximately 60 days for updates to reflect on your credit report. So, based on what I didn't know, and I didn't do an identity theft affidavit or none of that crap that people are teaching. I did something very simple. Y'all know I am simple. Very simple. So I don't do any, but I can tell you one thing. The letter that was sent was a lot simpler than the one that I was using to get rid of mine, and I've helped other people get rid of. So that is a tremendous and a great outcome. When you follow your intuitions, your spirit, the God-given power inside of you, and you run with that, you can have nothing but success. And that's what it was. We were going over the stuff, and I decided to do something just a little different, and with the letter, and this is what we got. So there you have it. Yeah. I see somebody said YouTube didn't give a notification, but Facebook did. I'm surprised Facebook gave y'all a notification. They got me on the the naughty list for some reason. All I do is share my shows. That's it. I just share the shows. I don't do anything else. You know what I'm saying? So stand by 1 second. Yeah, I just share the shows and call it a day. That's it. I don't share. Sometimes I'll share music. I don't share all that controversial stuff because they don't like you telling the truth in these arenas. They want to hear all the lies. They want you to participate in, tricking people. So you have to understand, you're working in a world that works backwards. Everything is created for the support of how they want things to work. So you got people entering different professions, wanting to do great things, but they don't realize that what they went into has a set of rules that really hasn't been taught to them. They've been given some rules, but the real rules is they are manufacturing workers in this society. This society is whole purpose is to manufacture something something to support its agenda. That's why you're told, and I say it over and over again, go to school, get a good job, go to school, get a good education so you can get a good job. It is never told to you to create your own wealth, create your own business. You're not told to go and get an education to be successful in your own endeavors, working off your own God-given talents. No, you're told to go work and support someone else's ideas and talents. make their ideas and talents grow. Do you know that when you go get a job, that's exactly what you're doing? You're supporting someone else's dreams and ideas. You're making their dreams come true and not yours. This is why it feels wrong when you get up every day to go to work. Because you're here to create a positive, create an abundant, create a joyful life for yourself. How can you create a joyful life for yourself if you're constantly creating a joyful life for someone else to live? When you're getting up and going to clock in, they're doing something else with their time. They're enjoying themselves. Yeah, and I got so many people working for me. I employ lots and lots of people. See, I'm pulling the lid off. I'm letting the cat out the bag. What you're really doing when you get up and clock in every day. You are making someone else's family wealthy. Yes, they give you a portion of that wealth through a salary, but it's nothing compared to what you're losing. You're losing your time. You're losing out on good ideas that you have because you can't create good ideas for yourself if you're working on someone else's good ideas. Now, working is a good thing. Getting the experience to go out there and working for someone to a degree is a good thing. But it's not supposed to be a lifelong career. It's not supposed to be a lifelong commitment to pay to work till you die for someone else. It's not supposed to be like that. That's just supposed to be training so you can learn how to run a business or work a business by working for someone else. You see? That's all it's for. You know? Hang on. Put some music in the back. That's what it's. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's why when you do go to work, you're always desiring something more, to do something more. But what holds you back? Fear, uncertainty. Because for the most part of your life, you've been programmed to serve someone else's interest and not serve your own. You know? That's how you've been trained. Why would you want to go to your grave serving someone else's interest? I know when I was working a job, I always desired to do something more. I always, and then when I got up to get up, get ready for work, I knew I was only doing it out of obligation because I felt like I had bills to pay, responsibilities, and this was the manly thing to do. This is what I was told. That it's manly for a man to get up and go work. Yes, it is manly for a man to get up and go work and provide. But they really tricked our men into believing that the only way they can survive is by going in and working for someone else. It really did us in. That was our only option. We heard about entrepreneurship or owning a business. We looked at other people and other groups as, oh, they're the only ones that can do that. Why? Because they have money. Why? Because of who they are, the color of their skin. There's so many reasons we made to say that that's for someone else and not for us. And then when someone in our community tried to do something different, we didn't support. We got jealous. We felt some type of way about them trying to break out of the programming of being a slave for someone else. You see? Remember, you are always being programmed to not look at yourself as the power. You are programmed to look at someone else as the power, something. And they started with that book, the Bible. They started you off training you up in the ways of the way they interpreted the Lord was supposed to be. They started off. This programming is so deep, and it's on so many levels. Because every time I talk about this and think about that, I just realize more and more how we have a lot of hurdles to overcome. And one of the biggest hurdles we have to overcome is our own thinking. I know it took me a while. Even now, to this day, I still got hurdles to overcome mentally in order to stay focused and keep creating my own destiny, keep creating my own legacy. And then every day you're getting bombarded with the opposite. You see, when I walk outside, all I see is people out on my street just going to work every day. You know, I take my daughter to school, I come back home, and I pretty much decide what I'm going to do for that day. I have to be productive. You know, and be honest, sometimes I'm not so productive. Because, it can take a toll on your mental. Like right now, I haven't had a very good vacation in a long time. So, hey, if you guys want to talk to me, join in on this conversation. I guess the topic I want to talk about is, what is it going to take for you to start your own business? What do you think? What is holding you back? If you got something holding you back, what is it that's holding you back? What is the fear? Why you're not moving forward in what you say you want? Let me get my screen together just in case someone calls in. Let me separate the screen. All right, there we go. Why? I want somebody. We got a few people on. Kind of light tonight, I guess. What's holding you back? Or if you are in your own thing or working on your business, what was some of your challenges? Let's talk about that. So the number to call in is 563. I thought I added it to the screen here. 563-999-3615. Press 1 to speak to me. 563-999-3615. 563-999-3615. Press 1. So I can see your hand raised and we'll talk. What are your challenges? Why haven't you reached some of these goals, these New Year goals that you set? Let's see. Let's go to the comments. Don't be afraid. There's enough people want to raise their hand and get on the phone. DJ B Thunder, what's up, peace, man? Remember, call in 563-999-3615. So while y'all deciding whether y'all want to talk or not, I can tell you what was some of my things. My desire to have my own business really happened after I got laid off when I worked at World Trade Center. I got tired of, in that fear of one day I can get that pink slip. Or one day I can be pulled to the side and said, we don't need you anymore. I got laid off 3 times in my life, and one time I got fired from a job. And somebody got their hand raised. I see you up there. I'll get you in a second. And that feeling, especially when I got laid off the first couple of times, I didn't have a family. I was single. But Third time I got laid off, I was in a serious relationship and I already had a son, and I had a child coming. Um, we hadn't gotten married yet, my first wife and I, and I got laid off. Child coming. Then I got fired, and I had my youngest son was on the way. It seemed like every time a child was coming, some drama just jumped off. But when I look back on it now, those 3 times of getting cut off led me to the desire to have my own, because that's what I said. I said, if I could have my own, nobody can fire me but me. That's all I could see. I couldn't see the obstacles, how tough it was going to be to start the business and stuff like that. I didn't see all that until I started the business and tried to get it going and was working it. Oh man, this is work. And the real work was my mindset, because I was so used to being ordered around. And that's what's going to be your challenge. You're so used to being told what to do, when to be here, when to take breaks. Now you're in charge of those things. Now you're the boss. And that's going to be a one of the things you're going to have to transition and have control over, controlling your time. And I even deal with that. I'm still in that phase. So that was one of my challenges doing it. But I will say this, as you keep going along, it'll get better. But I'm going to get this person who's on here who got their hand up. And anybody else, the number's going across the screen. 563-999-3615.
This is Hindsight Radio. I represent it. The information station.
I'm trying to hang on.
Stay right
there. This is Hindsight.
There we go. All right, 410-913. Peace. What's going on?
Peace to the God. What's up, Akim?
Hey, what's going on? How's everything going?
Oh, can you hear me, man? I ain't too loud.
I can hear you pretty good. I can hear you.
Well, I just wanted to keep the show going, man. I can't really. Well, I guess I'll give you the terms that you give me. My prison bit almost over, so that's why I'm kind of scared to get out here and start my own thing. I got about say 8 to 10 years. I can be fully retired.
Okay, you got time in, so you got some things coming to you when you retire.
Yeah. Oh, and also, I got a rap to you because I really don't understand how everybody talk about running the business through the trust instead of the LLC. I really haven't grasped that concept 100%.
It's a simple concept.
So really, that's another obstacle.
Well, that's not really an obstacle. The way you're looking at it is the obstacle. Just like you own the business, you just make your trust own the business. That's it.
Right.
So when you're doing tax returns, the trust does the tax returns, not you, because that business is owned by the trust. It's the same thing.
Okay, so
and that's a lot of people's challenge when they work for someone. They're so used to not looking at themselves as a business, because you're a business, right? You conduct the business and then you do the tax returns every year for the straw man. It's the same concept. Just now you're not
right.
The owner, the trust is the owner, or whatever entity you say is the owner, and you're just doing those tax returns for those entities. That's it.
Yeah, it was just the confusion of that. I mean, like you said, it's just the way I'm looking at it. But I ventured out and started a little something, but it's just not 100% where I can just say I see y'all and give up what I then invested in.
So
and it's a little so I got like a niche little thing. I don't think it's really big enough to handle all my bills right now.
Ooh, okay. See, there's a couple of things you're saying that's really hurting your progress. A couple of things you're saying. And that is, it's little. I got a little thing going. And that's usually what people say to you when you start a business. Oh, how's your little business doing? They say things like that, little slick things. Now, you're saying those slick things to yourself. You see?
Yeah.
Now, you're going to have to, if you want your business to be bigger, you got to talk about it like it's big. That's number one.
Yeah.
Number two.
And just I know that
go
ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm
Finish
sorry.
what you were saying.
No, I was just saying I just know for me to get that extra level that I need to really take it where I go, that's gonna require school because I need to have an engineering stamp. So right now I'm doing it where I don't have the stamp, but if I need to get it up to the proper level that you're speaking of, I gotta have engineered plans and all this other stuff that has to go into it.
What type of business is it?
I deal with traffic all day at work, so I found a little spot where I can design traffic plans and high traffic flow and all that type of stuff.
Oh,
so at
you
the
could be
lower
like
level,
a
I don't really. It
vendor.
doesn't have to be engineered stamp.
Right.
But if I try to get a contract like with the state or with the federal government, I need an engineer to oversee everything, and I ain't going back to school for that.
Yeah, you just hire somebody who has those credentials.
Yeah, then that's a big number for them to put that stamp on there.
It's a big number for engineer.
Yeah, so I'm trying to find a work through right now before I fully branch off.
Okay. What I would
to see
recommend
exactly which agencies.
Read the rules thoroughly, because it's always something in rules that give you a way to do something without having those certain credentials. So I would read it.
Yep, that's what I found.
Yeah. So, because you could always just put the plans together and then, hey, here, this is what I come up with, and they can just solidify that for a fee, of course.
Yeah. So some states, it's not required. And then other states, like if I wanted to get a federal contract, I gotta have that stamp because it's through the federal. But that's
right.
It's good money, man, and it's.
Well, how about you?
I guess
you said some
it's
states
easier
don't require
for me.
it, so go to the states that don't require it.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now, currently.
Start where you can actually make the immediate money. Start in that position.
Yeah. Yeah, but man, that's just my obstacles right now.
So that's the only obstacle?
Well, fear, complacency, where I'm at, I make okay money, not good money, like good enough to walk away and be hurt by it. But I make good money that I didn't raise 5 kids and I'm good. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But,
so that means you've gotten used to living that lifestyle. Now,
and then
if you move on to something else, you feel like you're gonna lose that.
Not necessarily. So I got one youngin that I just want to make sure she covered medically while until she of age and decide what the hell she gonna do. So that's really the only other thing. Medical.
Does she have any major medical issues?
No, knock on wood. No, she doesn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand what you're talking about there, but I could just tell you, I pay as you go with doctors, cash money,
right?
For the most part, how often do you get sick? Well, let's talk about you. How often does she get this sick?
Not often. Not often.
In the last year, how?
But with this little last year, once.
Once, okay, and that required.
And it wasn't
visit?
even. Yeah, it was. Nah, okay. Not even a visit. Nope.
So, how many times in the last 5 years did you have to carry her to the doctor? You got to think about it. See what I'm saying? Now, here it is. Now, you paid for medical insurance, or you invested in medical insurance for her to go see the doctor one time. When, like right now, like if I go to the doctor or I take my daughter to the doctor, it's like $140. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just giving you a reality of what how much time you actually spend at the doctor. We're buying something just in case, when you can, and they charge a lot cheaper when you pay them cash. Because just look at how much they take out of your check for medical benefits on a monthly, weekly, bi-weekly basis.
Well, bi-weekly is like $380.
$380, and she's only been to the doctor once. How many times have you been to the doctor?
We do our annual physical.
So that's one time.
So that's just our annual physical. And other than that, that's really it. So, no hospitalizations.
See, now you're starting to see what my point is. That's $380 a month.
Yeah.
That you could.
No, that's $380 bi-weekly. That's bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly. So that's what? Whoa, that's a lot of money, bro. No, you could be driving a Benz or something like that, bro. Oh.
Yeah.
$760 a month. In medical insurance, when you only use the insurance yourself once a year, your daughter used it once in 5 years. Are you getting my point? So you could take the same
I understood a while ago when you said it.
You could take the same 360 bi-weekly.
And curb weight, the GB80.
Hold on. I hit something, hit a button. You could take the same 360 bi-weekly, put it away. Like make it emergency medical fund, right? Put it away. Just put it somewhere.
Yeah.
And over the 5 years, that money you've been kicking out.
That's right on.
I mean, you're that's a lot of bread for the year, man.
Yeah, it's a family plan. You know, I still my other kids on there too, but they older. They don't really use it at all themselves.
See, you giving away like over $9,000 a year.
Say it one more time.
You're putting out like $9,000 a year.
Yeah. I mean, I did the numbers. You told me this before. I did the numbers. And so something in me still
No, I'm not.
As soon as I drop it, as soon as I switch, all hell gonna break loose.
Well, you know why? Because that's the programming. That's another. See, remember I told you there's many layers to this programming. It's so many layers that you're being told you need something that you don't really need. All I need is the money to take care of when I have the problem. That's all I need.
Right.
I need, if I have something and I'm ill and I need to go see the doctor. Okay, doc, this is what's going on. How much is your fee for me to come see you? Oh, it's this much. And I done put, let's say, the 360 away. I just go into that fund and give him that money.
Right.
And I'm done with him. Now, of course, I do things like, I do my turpentine protocol. I don't do that as much as you should be doing. I take my right now I got down in the kitchen right now my sea moss that I'm gonna make fresh. I just bought like 10 pounds of the purple sea moss, African purple sea moss. I didn't realize how much I was buying because that's gonna last me forever. But I only take like a handful to make 2 jars. Like a handful of that sea moss can make 2 jars because it expands so much. So I do things like that. Not that I eat perfect. I don't. But one thing I do, when it comes to keeping good health, there's a couple of things you need to do regularly. Drink enough water and go have 3 bowel movements a day. Just those 2 things alone will help you in your health. And that will really help. But I'm just giving you the picture how we are designed to be slaves to every system out there. We're designed to be a slave to the education system. We're designed to be a slave to the political system. We're designed to be a slave to the medical system. Your money, before you done worked hard all week or 2 weeks, and your money, they taking money from you before you even get it.
Man,
say what you want to do with it.
I just did what's the name? I see 38% of what I make a pay.
Now, if that's not called slavery, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, real, man. I'm battling with them other folk, with them alphabet people too. So they in my pockets right now.
I know, and that's all because of lack of knowledge prior. We set ourselves up.
Exactly.
Now it's so hard to get out.
Yep.
Because they don't want to let go of that slave. They don't want their slave to go nowhere. I
Sure
don't
ain't.
want y'all feeding me. Yeah. All right, brother. I appreciate you sharing
All right, man.
your 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 thoughts. Anybody else?
All right, man. Y'all be
All right,
safe.
peace. Peace. Anybody else out there want to, brother got on and spoke his piece? Somebody said people scared to get out of their comfort zone, job security. That's right. You're exactly right, Karini. Um, they don't want to get out of their comfort zone, number one. And number two, they feel like they have job security. But job security, those jobs are not job security. Because all it's security in the sense that it's gonna make sure you only make just enough to survive. That's it. That's it. Whenever you're working, you're only gonna make enough. I don't care how much a company is paying you. They're only gonna give you enough to survive. They're never gonna give you enough to live in the house next door to them. They're never gonna give you enough to drive the car they drive. They're never gonna give you enough to save enough money like they're saving for their children and legacy that they're building. All right. I see somebody got on, but press 1 if you want to talk. So I'll know that you. So I don't want to just open your mic up on a public forum without your permission. So press 1. Ba, ba, ba. So I see somebody got on the blog talk. Yeah, they're only going to give you enough just to say, I'm good. See, that's what they want you to say. I'm good. I don't need nothing else. I don't have to have all that money. That's what it is. Somebody said, I was just telling my son that the owner will never let you be richer than them. A job is a rat race. Exactly. It's you on a wheel doing the same thing over and over. Going to work, coming home, going to sleep, getting back up, going to work. And then you get a couple of days off, maybe. Nowadays, you used to guarantee you get your Saturdays and Sundays off. Now they splitting it up. You get Monday, then Wednesday off, and you work this shift and that shift. It's all kind of crazy. These corporations done went crazy with scheduling. They want to make it more convenient for the customer to maximize their profits. But really, if companies just said, listen, we're going to do business from this time to this time, and we're going to shut down on these days, they can do it and still make the money. But the whole idea is to control your time, not give you a chance to think too much for yourself. So they got your schedule all over the place because you what's my schedule today? You so focused on that, you're not focused on your dreams. Because if you gave people a set schedule Monday through Friday, and then they have the weekends off, best believe they could plan a whole lot better on how to get out of that job. Because it's definite. But some of these jobs, even if they are Monday through Friday, they wear you out so much. By the time you get to the weekends, all you can do is sleep it off or just chill and pray that the Monday don't come too soon. How I know this? I used to live that life. I worked Monday through Friday, had the weekend off. First thing I'll do Friday, this is when I was young, me and my homeboy Thomas, my other homeboy Steve, we go party. Friday, it's Saturday. We did Sundays a few times, but then I had to go to work. Pulled them all nights and still had to go to work. Man, it was crazy. Couldn't do it. I said, nah, we can't do Sunday nights no more. I got to go to work. Yeah. But, yeah. I guess nobody want to share in their experience. I know that brother ain't the only one. I'm not the only one who feel like that. Maxim Moore said he's a truck driver, signed my truck to the company by pulling their trailer. I go home when I want and turn down loads not paying real good. Good. That's called taking control. Taking control. All right. I feel like I had something else to say. Oh yeah, foreclosures, man. They're coming at me left and right. Since I did that video. Listen, if you guys are hurting on your houses right now, don't suffer in silence. Get a consultation out of akiemel.com so I can see if I can help you. Now, I may not be able to help everybody. Some of y'all are too far gone. I don't know. But if I can't help you, my boy Gilbert can. Um, he can. He's helped people who's gone too far gone. But I would warn you that he ain't into all of that fake discharge and UCCs and writing bonds and negotiable instruments. Really, y'all need to cut that stuff out. I'm a really go in on that stuff. I've been going in, but like really like picking it apart. Y'all keep getting suckered by these people um telling y'all can do all this crazy stuff and it don't work. Somebody said, "Can I help with state taxes?" That depends on the situation. State taxes is a beast. I can help, but without knowing the full situation, I can't really say if I could. Somebody got their hand up. Hold on. 754-201.
Oh, I'm in there.
Yes, you in there. Peace. What's
Peace,
going on?
God.
Hey, what's up, Peace God? What's going on? How can I help you? Or what do you want to talk about?
Well, I see you going forward. I was a step back, but I did want to build on some of the stuff you were just talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm glad you mentioned to the brother as far as the medical bills and stuff like that. That you got to take care of yourself. You got to be responsible for yourself. You know, not just economically, but all of these systems have conspired together to keep us in the hamster wheel.
Yeah.
You know, and we describe this hamster wheel as capitalism, or you know, in other places they see it as communism.
Right.
But nevertheless, taking care of your health, that'll be your wealth too, because
Yep.
you know, like you say, if you partying on the weekend or taking your time to rest, that's not enough, or that's just enough for you to not come up with a end game strategy if you have
Yeah.
it.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
You're right.
So, and the end game strategy is not to be working for people and building up their family and you know making it so they not physically wearing themselves out. So when they get home from work, from babysitting you, you know, now they can get to their real strategies of running the world.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you know, and I do you know, I do a lot of construction work,
Yeah.
and one thing that I realize is uh you'll have more energy because you're exercising basically all day
Yeah, that's true with
than a person
construction.
who's sitting down.
Yeah.
But one of the major traps they have for us in America is the junk food, the processed food,
Fast food.
and that drains your energy. Yeah, that drains your energy. So you need more sleep, and you're gonna need more time to recover, and that's time that you're supposed to be given to your legacy, your last name, your
Yes.
family.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
You know, yeah. So the whole junk food, that's you eat the food for energy. The food gives you energy to go to work, and you get the money from work to pay bills. And what are you paying bills for? For the house to have a refrigerator to put food in.
Right.
It's a whole circle, dog.
Yeah, they got it on all levels. They got us trapped or try to trap us on all different levels.
They
You
tried, man.
are
It's
you
melanin.
you almost like you got to go to the grocery store to buy your food because there's nowhere to grow your food. We bought into these
Right.
places to to live, but these places are not conducive for you to grow your own food, make your own, nutrition. So we got the corporation dictating what's good and bad for us. And we know they're about maximizing profits. So if you're buying something out of the grocery store, it's processed. I don't care if it's the fruits on it if it's grapes or strawberries, or that's still processed foods.
Yeah, it's hybridized.
Yeah.
It's a big look, man. We could go on and on forever, but I appreciate what you're doing. All this knowledge and information and content that you put out. I gotta go ahead and make my donation anyway.
Man, I appreciate that.
Keep doing what you're doing, baby.
All right, I will definitely. This is what I talk about. Do what you enjoy doing, and it will pay off. When you do what you're called to do, there's no way it cannot pay off. You just got to open your mind to it and be dedicated to it. That's it. See, we spend our whole life being dedicated to other people's ideas that we forget about ourselves. When you're going to be dedicated to yourself? When you're going to be dedicated to your own well-being, peace, and prosperity for yourself and your family? I mean, they have taught us really how to hate ourselves, how to destroy ourselves. That's really what they taught us, how to destroy ourselves. Because when you look at, other groups of people and how they're operating, look at how we're operating, we're suffering by our own hands. We really are. And that's because of the programming. And we've been disciplined into believing we need to go to these schools to get our education so we can be successful. Yes, you're going to be successful. You're going to be successful for them. You're going to have a successful programming to get their system, keep their system going. And while you're making their systems successful, you're destroying your family and your legacy. And don't even know it. Cutting your own throat and don't even know it. I've had the biggest fight I get when I say stuff like this is my own people. They nah, my job, my degree, my this, that, and the other. And then I'd start looking and say, well, where's your wealth? Where's your property? Because when you look at these other people, they're leaving stuff. After they die, they're dividing property, dividing estates. What do we divide? The bill for the funeral.
The family, they argue over the one house.
Right. Instead of working together. No, everybody's just thinking of but that's programming. We've been taught to divide each other and argue amongst each other about the most pettiest things. And argue amongst, I've seen where people have argued so much and the lawyers are making all the money until the estate's depleted. Then now they got nothing. And that is a design. That is how it's designed. Anyway. All right, brother. Thank you for your time and thank you for your input.
I appreciate you, man. Is Akeem Barber?
That's my last. That's
my
name.
Money time. Akeem L.
Say it again. I missed part.
Akeem Barber.
That's me. Yes.
All right.
Okay. No. Oh, you mean my Cash App? Is that what you're asking about?
Yeah, the Cash App.
No, it's not Akeem Barber. It's $, Akeem L. I will put it across the screen. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, you can see it on the screen.
Because when I typed in,
put $, Akeem EL.
Yeah.
There it is. It's on the screen there. You can see it on the YouTube screen or on Facebook, whatever you.
Okay.
It's there.
Okay.
All right, brother. Peace. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Yes, man.
All right.
Appreciate you.
All right. Yeah, this station doesn't run for free. It costs me money to do all of this. And I do get donations, but they help, but it still takes more to keep it going. And I appreciate all your support. And if you want to support, show up to that seminar. You're not going to regret it. I got a lot of good things in store for you guys. On April 23rd, 2022, I gave y'all a discount in the chat, 20% off for non-members. My members get 30% off. That code has been sent out to all the members to use. And the code is non-members. Non-member, yeah. That's the code. So put that in. You're gonna get your 20% off. And remember, I can only afford to give so many people that discount. This venue is New Orleans is not a cheap city. The hotel that we're doing it in is charging like $350 a night to stay in the hotel or more because they have an event going on there. So just keep giving you an idea. But there's other hotels surrounding that are reasonable. You can just Uber to the hotel. It's only a one-day event, so and hang out. And one thing about the French Quarters there, you can walk around. Once you get there, you could just walk around everything. You don't need to have transportation. You really don't want transportation because there's nowhere to really park in the French Quarters. It's just now. I will warn you about New Orleans. I'm going to warn you. If you're a person who likes food and you're trying to be on a diet, you're going to have a problem here. Okay? You're going to have a problem because every place makes good food. Even your fast food restaurants, I think, are better than the ones in other states. So food is their staple. You're going to eat. Man, I raided this one restaurant there, and I had this ice cream. It was something French thing. Man, that thing was good. I still remember it. So I'm looking forward to that. Somebody asked, why when you get a mortgage, they make you sign in such a way they will not let the deal go through unless you do sign the way it looks on bank cards? Yeah, because you're basically signing a trust, and that trust has rules and how you should do things so that it can benefit them. Mortgage is nothing more than a death note. That's why it's called mortgage. Death note. All right. All right. With that being said, 8:15, I think I contributed some good knowledge, some good inspiration tonight. Thank everyone who got on and raised their hand and had something to say. I'm gonna try to do another 1 or 2 broadcasts before the week is out. I'm not gonna try. I will do at least one before the week is out. And with that being said, you guys have a good evening. Peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to all. And remember, attack those student loans. I read the success story tonight. I showed you. All it takes is you to go after it. All right? All right. Peace.
Peace to the gods. You're listening to Hindsight Radio.